All right, now we're live.
All right, now we're live.
We are live.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Thursday night, the Hot Dog FPV Live Team Chat with Drunk Joe.
Drunk Joe.
Yeah, why are we yelling?
I don't know.
Because we're all drunk.
That's all I know. There's lots of yelling. You're not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
I know you're not drunk. I'm not drunk. Not this time.
Not drunk.
What's
up, Gravy? What's up, Mickey Edmonds?
Gravy.
Bradley. What's up, Brad?
We got the standard crew in the house.
Yeah, some of the usual fellers.
Oh, Kelly. Welcome, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Always fashionably late. Look at him voguing over there.
Hey, there he is.
So what's been going on this week, guys? I know I've been doing some flying. And I've seen some other videos. We got special guest Virgin's here.
Yes, Virgin.
Virgin is here.
Oh.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. Thanks for joining us. He's the man. If you haven't seen it, he's got the most epic video of him flying around base jumpers.
Coolest shit I've ever seen with an FPV drone.
Oh, dude, nails it.
Yeah, that was pretty ballsy through the uprights of a parachute there.
Fuck yeah.
Now, what size quad were you flying when you went through?
A 7-inch.
Jesus.
Fucking beat
That's even worse.
Crazy fuck.
Oh man.
What's up, Tack?
I only had 6-inch props on those, so.
Well, that makes all the difference.
You lost a few millimeters in there.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
We're gonna start that again tonight.
Drunk Joe's here, of course.
I'm not.
Well,
I had like an hour to chill out. All right, so
Drunk Joe is gonna go on a Rotor Riot and find a post that's 3 years old and revive that.
I don't have to be drunk to do that. Come on now, you guys don't be better than that.
Yeah, where's the
Oh, who else here?
Yeah.
Razman, Tack, Frosty, Spoonie, yep. Oh, well,
We got a whole full house tonight in the
Fuck yeah.
in the live stream.
Yeah, it's kicking.
All 10 of them are here.
Yeah.
Hey, so you guys remember a while back when those buzzers were $5? I got a bunch of them in the mail today.
You did? I ordered 4 of them. I haven't gotten them yet.
Buzzers.
I still haven't even got mine yet.
You gotta mount them where you can get to the button. Just
These
saying.
things are effing huge.
Yes, they are. They're way bigger, but they're loud as motherfucker, dude.
No, but they're like
huge. Have you gotten one to beep yet?
No,
That's what she said.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, they're fucking loud, bro.
I'm opening one right now.
I need to get some of those with this sketchy things that I'm doing lately.
Yeah, dude, Ben. It's insurance policy, dude. It really is.
Yeah. Well, the one that I flew with the Orca patch, that was just my Bot 5. Like, no GPS, no nothing. I was just like, I got RSSI. I got my LQ there. Like,
I don't got GPS either.
No, straight up. When I went with John, Virgin FPV is in the stream tonight. We went to go get his quad. It was the easiest shit in the world. Off of his phone, GPS coordinates, and then what was it? 100 yards, 150 yards. We could start hearing the beeper, and you walk right to it.
Yeah.
If you're going to long range and you have a chance of losing your shit over a mountain or in a valley,
not even
what's left to get it set up the right way.
Not
even in grass, even if it's just fucking around trees and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Tall grass is like the worst because you can only see within like 12 inches because you have to look down into the
grass.
How long did it take to find my quad at your house?
Yeah, a soybean field. Puh.
Yeah.
You watched your quad go in though into the soybean.
How long did it take us to find my quad at your house, Ben? And it was what, 20 feet away?
Yeah. Well, you like saw it go down. Like if you blind went out there and didn't have DVR, you'd have been like, I don't know where the fuck this thing is.
Still took us like 30 minutes.
Yeah. He was running around the corn. I've never seen Copper Top so short before.
No, not that time. The time where it was like where I hit the tree.
Yeah, right out on that edge. You were like all hunched over in the soybean.
Not in the soybean field though. In the grass.
In the ground.
Yeah, I lost it twice. Once was in the soybean
Who are we all kidding? We've all looked for quads for longer than we should have.
Yeah.
And all it takes is a little $5 buzzer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's always because of something stupid too that you're looking all day for.
And it's the time that you're like, I'll be totally fine. And you're like, you lose your fucking battery and you can't, your DVR wasn't working, or
your DVR line stops in the middle.
Yeah, or your card fills up. Just stupid shit. That's when that shit comes in handy.
Well, that's why you got to put it on the loop recording in the goggles so you don't fill it up.
Yeah,
that's what I have, and it turns on automatically when you start the goggles.
Yep. You get spend $20, get it like a 32 gig card. That'll DVR for 100 years. $5 buzzer. Life feels good.
Yeah, my DVR doesn't work, so.
Well, you, sir, need some new goggles then.
Yeah, I do. If anyone wants to send me some, they'd be very appreciative.
You can get one of those Eachine DVRs and mount it to the top.
Oh my God, those things are horrible.
No, I'll live without
I have two.
Yeah, those are like the worst DVRs ever.
I have one of those HM DVRs.
Oh, that's just it. They don't work.
And it worked all right. But I didn't use it for very long.
Yeah, I went through like a half a dozen of them before I stopped buying them. They just kept crapping out. Like, all of them, all those stupid little add-on DVRs, they're not any good. Not a fan.
No.
That's why you got to mount it in the stack.
Yeah, I put them on
in the quad.
Once upon a time.
Yeah,
well, there's that new RunCam one, right? That goes in the stack.
Yeah, actually, Bradley, he's in the chat. I think he's ordering one. He asked me about that the other day.
I'm busy posting gifts in Rotor Riot right now.
Sick. Yeah, Ben, I think you were there the first day Brad came out when he had to climb the tree in his sandals.
Oh, dude, yes, he had a fly like 210 or something like that. I do remember that. That was his first time going out?
I think so. Well, that was like the first time we met them.
Yeah, that's definitely the first time I met him.
Yeah, well, like that was the first time we met him too, and like I remember he like brought some beer and he's like, I'm not sure if you guys are cool. Like I wasn't sure if I could drink here or not. Like fuck, we drink every time we fly.
Oh, that's right. When we were out doing the little race at the school.
Yeah. I think I made a video with my fly side goggles on that one when we were out there. That was the racetrack at the house later on.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
You okay, Joe?
Yeah, no, my keyboard just froze. In the middle of typing a comment, my keyboard froze.
Oh, yeah. That's what she said. I had to do it.
Yeah.
So what's up, Coppertop? Where are you at today? You've been driving all day, right?
Yeah, I came from Memphis. Right now I'm currently in between Cincinnati and Columbus in the middle of fucking nowhere at some gas station.
Wait, where are you at?
At the BP station off the 71.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Did they have
like a truck stop?
What's that?
Like a truck stop?
No, it's just a normal gas station.
Oh, okay. So there's no like showers or anything there.
No.
Or lot lizards.
Oh, okay.
No lot lizards around.
Yeah,
No lot lizards.
Joe wants like a live stream tour of the guy's shower.
Yeah, Joe, what do you know about gas station showers?
Hey, I think that
I know to wear flip flops.
Yes.
Yeah, and what else do you wear?
Not a condom.
His tutu.
A chastity belt, maybe.
He's like tight-fitting shorts.
Welcome everybody to the stages of Joe Stan's drunkenness. Everybody.
Yeah, we're at stage 3, by the way.
I'm not. No. This is
No.
No.
Stop.
You guys.
No, what are you talking about?
So I just want to rant a little bit about old Bob Ruby released his 2208 today or whatever, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, there hasn't been a 2208 ever." But there definitely has been.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Isn't that what MBs are?
Yeah, Richard he actually just posted like the little memory of like when he released it a year ago.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was funny. Hey, like well-known people are talking about it, and they are pretty oblivious.
Really?
Well, the only
Yeah.
reason I know about the
I don't-
premiums is because of you. I'll be honest there. There's no
Yeah, that's what I'm
advertising.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, who farted?
I heard it.
It was me.
I heard it. Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
pretty sure in this
Smelt it,
case,
dealt
whoever
it.
smelt it, dealt it.
Yeah, so what's up with motors now? I gotta buy a set and I can't figure out what to buy.
2208s.
Man, I'm not even on the
Oh,
6S or 2207 bandwagon yet. Now you're telling me 2208s.
What
I
are you
don't-
running? 2205 still?
No.
2208 5S. That's all you need.
So here's the deal.
Surge makes a 2207 and a half.
Yeah, I
I
saw
saw
that.
those.
Who
And
made-
then there's also the Captain America ones that are like 22.
Those are badass.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
badass. Who makes the pyro
Those-
motors?
Brother
Not-
Hobby.
That's Brother Hobby. Those are the returners, right?
Yeah, no, but they have the returners and they also have another line. Aren't the others by T-Motor? It looks like they are.
No. They're made by Brother Hobby also.
They're all made by Brother Hobby.
Yes.
Yeah, I still like the 2306.
Dude, taller over wider.
I don't know.
Have you
I know,
ever
I-
flown a taller stator?
Yeah, I have. But I feel like the wider stators are more torquey down low.
No, I don't know. I've flown the 2405s and the 2208s, and it's like night and day.
I think they might be like, you might have that torque on the bottom, man, but you got a smoother power band that gives you more with the
Well,
2208.
I just think of it like the centrifugal force has a wider area to spin rather than a taller. You know, a taller, skinnier mass is going to spin up faster than,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Chris is right about that.
Less
Yeah.
mass.
That's just a theory. I don't know.
But
That's,
I would
that's
think
what it feels like.
I would think that a wider stator would create more torque, just like Joe's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, but
Yeah.
it's like you get a smoother power band and everything's a lot more linear with the 2208, and it's got a better high end.
Yeah.
Don't you think a taller stator would though, with more surface area?
Generally it's the same surface area we're talking
Yeah.
about. It's just, you know, taller versus wider. That's the
Right.
biggest debate right now.
Well, we don't have a female on the show to really debate this one.
Long and thin or short and fat. Yeah.
I just got some of those iFlight Zing motors in a 2207, and also
Oh,
the Brother Hobby Returner R6s. Those new ones with the 12mm bearing. I got a set of those in 2207s.
anything by Brother Hobby, you're not going to go wrong. Like, they're great motors.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
On
no,
those
they are.
iFlight ones, does it have that O-ring damper on the shaft?
Yep. But mine are on the slow.
Is it the-
I haven't seen them
Is
yet.
it the big round one?
Yeah, they look like
Oh,
a
the
pumpkin.
bump.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
they pink?
No, because
Oh,
no, the
dude, I want the
2306s
pink
are
ones.
pink.
They're like 2700 kV or something.
Yeah,
2650 or
yeah,
something.
and yeah. Well, I ordered the 2207s, 2700 kVs, but I heard that they're like underrated, and the kV is actually much higher than they really are on those.
I thought wasn't that like the Captain America? I thought the Adventure Captain America motor was 3100 kV or some
Yeah,
crazy
I
shit.
do remember hearing about that. I think
Yeah,
that dude Valentin had some of those.
Dude, that's like a straight drag race fucking quad.
I don't know, man. I like high
Ruin
kV.
your
It's-
batteries.
Yeah,
dude.
but it's nice to have that when you need it. I'll tell you right now, and you guys can call me crazy or whatever. I don't care. The nicest flying motors that I have right now are actually the Drib Hype Trains. They're just the smoothest motors, and they have really good power when you need it because of the high kV. And
I'll have to
Totally,
second
like,
that. I really like those
totally.
motors.
I've seen like that. Those motors are great. You know, as far as clean power and smoothness, but they're not
Yeah.
as tough as they probably should be. You know,
That's
I
yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
tried the V2s yet. The V2s look way tougher.
I've
Yeah, that's
demolished quite a few myself. I've demolished a couple of original Hype Trains and a couple of the Drib ones. But my second choice on motors right now, as far as like feel and performance and smoothness goes, is actually those Emax race specs. I've got a set of 2306 on those. I forget what the KV is. I don't know, probably like a 2450 or something like that, or whatever. But those are like the second smoothest set of motors that I have, and I never expected that out of those.
The black bells or the white bells?
Well, they're the limited ones, so they're the white ones, the white red bottoms.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
They're the RS, the race spec ones.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, they're tough as shit, and they're amazingly smooth. I am so blown away by how smooth they are.
Everybody in the chat, type what size motor you run, please.
4.
I want to see this. Yeah,
4. Do it now.
42.
Do it now.
69, dude. I put it in there.
Have you seen the BMC 3D motors, the returner R4s?
KV, high KV.
They're 2205, 2450s, and he's selling them for $8 a piece.
What kind of motor?
Oh, shit.
Returner R4s.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
The ones at BMC, Brent?
Yeah.
Is that
Dude, he's also got he's also got those what are the Speedix ES30 HVs for like $8 a piece right now.
Damn.
Yep.
Bulletproof, like for real.
Yeah.
Bulletproof.
He's got some good deals on stuff.
Yeah, those were my jam for a long time because they're cheap and they work.
Dude, they last. I haven't been able to blow one up, and I friggin' hit it with propellers and smashed it into concrete and trees and gotten shit wet, but they're still kicking.
Yeah, I've got a set I've been sliding around between builds for well over a year now.
What do you run them at? D-Shot 600?
Yeah. They're all on the latest, whatever BL Heli is. I can't keep track of it, but D-Shot 600 on those definitely.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Never had an issue. Only 4S though. I've only run 4S through them.
I put 5S through some of mine, and there was no problem. And I run the 2305, 2400 motors.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if you have like a nice quad and you know it's like solid, plug a 5S battery and fucking run it, and let's see what happens.
As soon as they plug it in, it's on.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's what it seems like. But I did it, and like after you do it once, you're like, oh, why the fuck didn't I do this sooner?
It like locks it in.
Make sure you have caps.
Make sure you have caps. Your ESCs shit out on you when we were coming back from Utah?
I don't think that's what it was.
Okay.
I was reviewing footage, and I don't think that's what it was.
Okay. I was like, because I remember you saying something about, oh shit, maybe running 5S is maybe the ESC's just tapped out. But
if you're just floating around a park, don't do it on a long range.
Yeah.
Don't send it.
That happened to me though, because
shit first.
When I flew with Dave, he let me try one of his 5S packs, and the quad I put it on was mint. It flew great. And then another build that I have that's super similar spec-wise, like flight controller and ESCs and everything, the fucking thing desynced like halfway through the pack. So
you could have, but it could have been the timing on the ESC.
Yeah, exactly. There's certain things. Sometimes it's gonna backfire, but sometimes it's not. You know.
So roll the dice.
Yeah, fuck it. At the end of the day, aren't you just trying to like spice shit up and have fun?
Oh yeah,
that's like Russian roulette with your quad. You're like, long range this thing. Like,
exactly. No, just do it around the park first.
It's like 95%.
It works great.
Well, in general, it's always a good idea to have a quad prove itself before you long range it.
Of course. If you rip it around a bunch before you send it, except Virgin, he just fucking, he don't care. He just fucking goes.
If it's your long range quad, you send that fucker on the first mission. If it doesn't come back, you build another one.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't good enough.
A bunch of time on it, right?
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah, that's how it works for everybody.
The quad gods can keep that motherfucker. I just want the GoPro back. That's my biggest thing.
That's what I need a beeper for the GoPro.
Yeah.
Broccoli, he says proper top looks like Liam Neeson sitting outside a Baghdad side out.
You know.
I will find you and I will kill you.
Yes, I don't fuck with you.
Hey, Robert, let's see that haircut. We can't.
Yeah.
Turn on that dome light.
The dome light is on.
Oh, damn it.
Here.
Fucking good. So.
Fucking turn on there.
Oh,
Oh,
EQAF.
On.
What?
Yeah.
You got some pomade in this shit?
No, this is natural, homie.
Ah,
Oh, damn.
I got fucking tired of like when every time I looked down, I got an eye full of hair.
Fuck
And I
that,
got-
dude.
and I got
Fuck
sick.
that.
I was like, for a month,
I don't know how
debated.
girls do it. I don't.
Me neither.
Fucking
My
don't.
goal was to do one calendar year, and February was going to be the calendar year.
You're
And for
like,
the
fuck it.
last month, I fought myself. I'm like, dude, you're so close. Just do it. Just. And then finally, like, I was doing a build, and like every third time, like literally, I poked my eye and made my eye water, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I can't do this no more. It's over.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dude,
on Monday.
If I can see my hair, it's way too fucking long. Way
Yeah, this
too
is a
fucking
little
long.
short that I wanted, but whatever. It's not
I
in my
think,
eyes
like-
It
anymore.
looks good, dude. That's a good haircut.
Thank you.
So you went almost a year. I went like 3 years, and I was like
Yeah, you win.
shoulder.
I don't know how you do it, man. I could never do that ever.
I'm not
Dude,
sure
it
if I
was-
made the year.
I went through exactly what he's talking about, and that shit was terrible for like a couple months. But
I couldn't do it. It's like when I try and grow a beard. You get to that
Yeah.
spot where your hair follicles start to hurt.
and you're like,
Yeah, and I can't do it. I shave it off.
See, so I did my
Yeah.
beard and my hair at the same time, but when my hair got to where I couldn't deal with it anymore, I cut my hair, but I left my beard at that point. So I've had my beard for like 6 years now. But at that, when I first started, my wife had some fascination with Aquaman and wanted me to have a man bun. So it's a short-lived fucking thing. I
no.
would wake up in the morning so fucking mad. The shit would be in my hair or in my face, and yeah, and that's the thing. Like, so if you have like long hair and you see women like they go outside and it's windy, and they do this like shake their head and the wind just like carries it back. When you have a beard, that shit doesn't work. Like it sticks to your face and you're just shaking your head and it's not fucking going anywhere. It's in your face. Couldn't deal with it anymore. So I cut the hair, but I kept the beard, and I'm glad I did because I don't know if I shaved it now that I could get past that itchy, scratchy, annoying short phase.
Yeah. The longest I can go with the face is when food starts getting stuck in my mustache. That's like when I take a drink from something and like half of it's still in the mustache. And I'm like, that's it. I'm
Right.
done.
no more stash.
Yeah.
Stash.
I have never let my facial hair grow out because I would look like a fucked up teenager going through some form of puberty.
Are you all like patchy and everything?
And
I have
and dude, anytime
Dude, look-
I've tried, it just itches, and I'm like, fuck that, just come off.
You'd be looking like Joe Dirt in a little bit.
It just all grows in
No,
all
it just
perfect white
grows in
trash
like
like
that.
that.
Just throws in all white trashy like that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, at this point in my life, I'm just lazy about it, and I don't care anymore. So
Nikki
Whatever.
Edmonds says he just always wears a hat.
I tried that. Wearing a hat inside gets annoying after a while, though.
yeah, your head gets itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Y'all like my new hat?
that's lovely.
Dude,
That's sexy.
it matches the whole gear.
Yeah.
Long range.
Go on and Fargo with
You
that.
can call me the Houndstooth Hooligan.
You can call me Al. If I can call you Betty, you can call me Al.
I will say though,
Arjoy.
that's probably the warmest hat that you could.
Don't you know?
Dude, I have another one that I flew all winter last year with. My head was never cold, ever.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, and the goggles, they like fit right perfect, like fucking right down there, dude.
Nice. No light leaks.
Nope, for sure, no.
Yep. That's the best.
Dude, ever since I put that
Just like,
on, I haven't had
yeah,
my leaks at all.
it's the fucking nest.
That's freaking awesome.
Anyone fly?
So, Virjan, what kind of antenna do you use?
A dinner.
All the-
Right, no.
Big fucking dinner plate antenna.
I run True RC or True RC Canada antennas. I run the sniper and.
When are they
long-
going to sponsor
long
you? Is
axis.
all I'm saying.
Right. I just ordered a bunch from them, but
Because
that long
you won
axis.
money from them.
Yeah. That long axis and that sniper, dude. That sniper's a fucking game changer.
Hell yeah.
I was looking at the rapid fire today. I'm not sure if I want to pull the trigger on that.
I'm gonna get if I already told myself if me and Spoonie win the competition, I gotta buy rapid fire for those HDOs.
Yeah, I think I got to do the rapid fire. I got to. I mean, I guess I can just sell off the Furious for cheap and kind of cover some of it that way.
Yeah, but then you're committed. Then
I got an
You're
early one.
committed 100% to that.
That's all right.
Keep it for a month or
backup.
Yeah, I have an early rapid fire, and it will not run in rapid fire mode. I have to use that compatibility mode, or it just is for shit everywhere.
Send it back.
Yeah, you can't get it do an update or something.
It has been updated. It's some of them do that. I have all like quality stuff, and it actually the only thing it would lock onto was like my Acroby. Other than that, nothing. No unifies and
that sounds like it's a fucking unify problem.
Well, no,
has anybody used that Achilles yet?
That's what I haven't ran the actual. They came out with the actual Achilles module, but I've been running the Achilles firmware, and that shit's badass. Ben, you run it too, don't you?
I actually have on my Dominators. I have a LaForge V2.
Oh, okay.
So my shit is like old.
It works really well.
Honestly, dude, you've proven and I've proven that it really doesn't fucking matter to a certain extent. I think.
I get good ass range. Like I'm stoked on what I have.
I spent $45 on my module and I pushed it to 2 miles and no fucking problem. You know.
Hey Ben, what VPX are you using?
That was the RMRC Cricket.
I want to pick up some of those.
The V2 Pro.
I got one of them.
Yep.
Yep. Kelly brought me out a couple.
Indeed, I did.
Yeah, and I put it in my bot 5, and I was like, "Bye. Hopefully, I see you again."
So who says you need 800?
I actually have one of those in my.
It's antennas. It's more about antennas than anything, dude. Because I pushed like fucking, 250, 500, no problem. Like it's. Oh yeah, you got good antennas.
I've done a mile on 25 milliwatt. With that
I know. Yeah, dude, it's crazy fucking shit. 25, you're like, man, it's not the best video, but I'll keep going.
Like I can see.
Well, it's beats coming back and landing, and then not having a full battery. Like fuck it, let's go.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of it's making sure you're pointed the right direction. And
Ben, didn't you get some 2200s?
I got 1800.
1800s, okay.
4S graphenes, and dude, they're not bad. They're not bad. I wish they were a little bit more, but
you see, Tattoo just came out with a 2000.
Oh,
that sounds interesting.
They're giving one away, I think.
China Hobby Line, I'm trying them to come out with the 18 and the 22 5S because that's what we need.
That's what the community needs.
It is. Like, everybody's doing fucking the mid-range and the long-range shit now. Like,
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you are.
No, he's not. No.
Where am I going to fly mid-range in fucking Ohio?
When you visit me out here?
I'll tell you what, I flew over the Mississippi the other day. That shit was scary.
Dude, flying over water is kind of sketchy.
Yeah. Dude, flying over, I've never flown over the ocean, but that seems to me like the scariest kind of flying you could ever do.
Yeah.
Crash, you're done.
Because you're not getting it back.
No way. Well, you got to do a water bottle then, right?
Pontoons.
Just,
it was scary for me
tie a water bottle to it so it floats.
Oh, that's a great idea with the water bottle. Who knew?
Oh, what's up, Evil Monkey? Evil Monkey in the house.
Ooh, what's up, Evil Monkey?
Probably about like a quarter mile, 1/8 of a mile, and I was watching my RSSI drop as I was orbiting this floating tree going down the river. It dropped down to 20 at one point. I panicked and brought it back. Dude, my UFL had popped off, so there was no antenna hooked up to the receiver.
Dude, I've done that to where I've flown over water. And then I came back and I looked at my fucking crossfire antenna and it was separated at the UFL. I was like, well, I'm glad I fucking came back.
Yeah.
So my recent Maker video when I flew over the river under the bridge.
Yeah.
You get like the fucking ice floating on the river. The first thing I did is I walked out there to see how far I could see up the river to get the longest run. and I tested it. I just went over the bridge. I didn't want to shoot under it at first. And I got just over there, but what happened was I lined up behind all the trees, and I had like a momentary failsafe. Like I had this nice smooth line. I was crossing, and it
That gets
just
scary.
drops. And it drops and it drops, and I'm like, fuck, there it goes. And then it just caught, and I carried it back. And then I continued with the rest. And
the sketchiest 2 seconds of any man's life.
Dude, so scary.
Yeah. You're just looking at the ground, and I'm like, it wasn't above the water. I was coming back, but it was scary as shit. But
that was snow, dude. That's even harder to find in.
Yeah, for real.
I feel safe
just watching your shit lock up and then just dive.
Right.
It's like the worst feeling ever.
I know. I need to fucking get with Virgin and get all these GPSs hooked up so if it fails safe, it just auto levels and skyrockets and comes home.
Yeah, I fail safe. I fail safe. Like on the flight before I split all those lines.
Yeah, you were telling me that the other night.
Yeah, I figured it was just some interference. I didn't do it again, so.
He's like, I just flew there again.
Yeah, it's all good.
So you gotta make
love
sure
your attitude, Virgin. It's like, if you feel safe, it's just a long walk.
Yeah. Most of the time.
He's got the best attitude about retrieving quads.
Yeah.
I don't even have a long walk if I don't screw up. I screwed up when I had to walk the last time. I've only had to walk once for an actual fail-safe.
Have you had to go across the river?
Well, the time you fail-safed on top of Mount Garfield, though.
Yeah, that's the one time I've had to hike for it.
Okay.
The other one was completely my fault.
Oh, the battery, that's right.
It was trying to save itself, and I fucking didn't pay attention. Now I did fly this gap after I did some base filming out here. I got to take Chris out there because it's fucking badass. But the gap was like a mile away. You could just see this sliver of light, and I was like, I think I can go through that. And when I got there, I went through it, but it was like. It's either like a 20-mile hike or swim across the Colorado River.
Woo!
Yeah.
Take the river.
Yeah, I was gonna take the river. I swapped my memory cards. I was like, I got all this film. I was like, I guess I can just leave it over there for a while.
Yeah, here you go. Check this out. That's at 2000.
Oh.
Is it a 4S or?
It is a 4S.
That's cool.
Yeah, let me double check here. Yeah, 4S, non-high voltage, 2000 milliamp.
I want to know your guys' opinions on HV packs. Do you think it's actually an HV pack, or do you think they just relabeled the better packs?
All of my batteries are HV packs, even if they're not labeled that way.
That's what I'm saying.
I charge all of my batteries to 4.35. I stopped carrying.
Dude, I've been going to 4.25 just for that little bit of extra oomph.
That's what I do. Yep, that's what I do too, especially in the winter.
I've only killed one China hobby line, but that's because I killed it.
Yeah, it was a smash. Oh, you dropped it.
No. Like I dropped it to like 8 volts once, and then 7 volts another time, and 10 volts another time. And it finally, when I landed at like 12 volts, I looked at the battery cells, and they were all 4 of them were poofy. I'm like, I think that's done.
Yeah, that's shit. You better take her and retire that one.
That's when you go like this in the woods.
I don't give it like a Viking burial.
I save them for bonfires, light shows.
I got a whole box.
It's like whoosh, flamethrowers and stuff.
Battery discharger 2000. Automotive bulb with XT30 on the end. Battery discharges in 30, 45 minutes. Dead, completely dead. Put a nail in it after. You're done.
Okay.
If you do that in a lipo bag, the light bulb will melt the inside lining of the bag.
Yeah. I usually put like
I did that.
How you know?
Yeah,
and it gets hot and it stings like crazy.
Oh, you can't even look at this thing. It's like looking at a star.
Dude, it's like looking at the sun in your freaking house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I put it outside. I have like a pot, and I put it in the pot and put it outside with the battery.
I put it in the pot.
I do.
Does,
Right now.
does it grow little like new baby light bulbs?
No, I wish it would grow new batteries. You know, like a kitchen pot, you know, like the thing there. You know, I put it in there.
You're so cautious. That's cute.
He puts the like little glass lid on the top of it.
No, we don't go that far. But I don't know. My whole attitude is it's not worth burning down your house for a battery. So
he like sets up.
Yeah, but I've never heard a battery spontaneously igniting. They're always firing up when either you're charging or discharging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you change the chemistry.
Yeah, discharging very fast.
Yeah, so don't discharge it. Whatever it's at, that's what it is.
And just hit it with a hammer, like
outside though.
Yeah,
definitely outside.
Well, excuse me for trying to execute a little bit of safety here. You know, I mean, jeez.
Hey, you know what's funny about safety? Nothing.
I disagree because that was funny.
I discharge the battery and I bring it to the Home Depot and I put it in a box and I go about my day, you know?
Dude, I got so many batteries I need to go through and see if they are bad or good or what.
And what doesn't work is putting it in a bucket of salt water. So stop doing that.
All you get is like this
what
water.
About, what
is
okay,
absolutely
everybody here, if you dip your electronics in rice after you get them wet, it fixes everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what
I love
those your bad batteries, Kelly?
Those are all bad batteries.
Dude, I have a shitload of them too.
Look at this monster.
Ooh.
Was that one of the ones that you put in your little mini bike?
It was. That one got over discharged. I think I left it on like a charger or something, and just the light from the charger over discharged it.
Has anybody not over discharged the battery? I want to know that.
If you haven't, you don't fly anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you even fly?
I don't know about that.
I've seen you do it like 20 times.
Dude, I
write
have
on them not to do it, but then I never listen to what I write on it.
I have my voltage and my OSD.
Don't send too far.
And a throttle percentage timer, and I still over discharge the fucking things with 3 different fail safes.
Yeah, that's why you need to count your milliamps.
Yeah, no.
Are you, Joe? Do you run 13s or 15s?
I got like half and half right now.
What do you guys?
I was running 13s, but like now I just fly the 15s, and I don't over discharge specs anymore.
Say you don't over discharge. What do you come in at?
5S or 4S?
4S.
15.
4S,
when I see it holding at 15, I'll come in.
Oh, really?
Damn,
I'm at 14 too.
Well, this is my thought process. I don't always follow that rule, but that's just like if I see a 15, I'm like, just come back, because at that point your shit's already in storage voltage. If you don't fly or don't touch your batteries, you know they're fucking good to go. And when you land like that, you just fucking put them all on the balance at 15 and charge them up again.
See, I know like the way I fly, if I'm just like doing like a low, slow hover and I'm at like 14.5, I know that shit's going to recover to like 15.0 as soon as I land and unplug it and everything.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. I might not necessarily pay attention too much to the OSD. I just have I know where to bring it in at. I look at my milliamps more than anything. 1,000 and I land.
Honestly, my most reliable thing is my throttle percentage timer on my radio. That's like dead nuts. Like every single fucking time, I'll land every battery at the exact same voltage if I go by that.
Huh. I just watched my OSD.
As I say, if the ammeter's working, it's going to be the same too.
OSD. It was a lot lower than I take mine. That's for sure.
I just do it.
I've left voltage off my OSD and just had milliamp before, and it's been fine. On my race squad,
as long as you have something.
On my race squad, I don't have anything on my OSD. It's just the warnings.
It's just full send. That's why.
Well,
Right.
Like when you race, like, because when I was racing, and I was racing with the 1300s that I got from Strix.
You're not looking at the voltage. You're just fucking going.
No, it's just like that's
no.
another thing that's just on your OSD.
Yeah,
And
one thing to get in the way of the gate at the next corner, you know, like.
yeah. I mean, I was falling out of the sky. I was almost pushing 4 laps, and like as soon as I come around that like last turn to get 4, it's just like, bruh.
Well, at big races, you kind of got to push it like that, but that's how you know. Like I remember, my second big race, Quadtoberfest last year, I was like running, and I almost had I think I was getting 5 laps, and I was shooting for 6 or something. And I fucking almost had it like 3 times, but I kept killing my battery. So I'm like, you know what? Just slow the fuck down and finish the laps. And, you know, throttle management is fucking everything in racing. And then, right at that point, they changed everything to 6S. So it kind of just fucking offset everything that I was learning.
Then it's like, oh, 3/4 throttle instead of full throttle.
Yeah, like.
I remember when I was out flying with Spoonie, we had the timer going, and it was like every time we came around, it was like 1 lap, 1 lap, 2 lap, 2 lap, 3 lap, 3 lap, and we were just like right there the whole time. And I saw my voltage. I was like, nope, I'm just going.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of what you do when you're racing, and you're in it and you feel it, you know.
That's just so fun,
I'm almost certain that day I flew a quad until it fucking went straight into the ground. Because I wasn't watching anything on my OSD. I just knew that I was behind you that last gate, and now I'm in front of you, and you're right behind me again. Like I just was in it so much that I was like, "Oh shit, I'm dead," and it is going into the grass. Like it just fucking happens.
I think we died pretty much at the same time too.
Yeah.
I'll say this: have you guys noticed do you have like certain batteries that you know that you've never like over discharged, and they just seem to last everything else?
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, I babied my first dozen packs that I got, and I ran them for a year. Dude, I'm still running them. And the CNHLs, and I ripped them hard as shit. I bought 12 more right before Drones in the Desert because I knew I was going to be destroying batteries out there. And some of them are still rocking after being pushed at Drones in the Desert.
Yep.
I remember running one of them and asking if it was new.
My flow ride with a GoPro.
Well, the thing with Spoonie J's batteries is they all look brand new because he covers them with balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
literally,
one of them.
Literally, his year-old batteries look like the brand new ones he just got.
Yeah, I flew one of them, and I was like, man, is this one of the new ones? And you're like, no, it's one of the old ones. I'm like, God damn, dude.
If you don't over-discharge your battery, it fucking lasts forever.
Yep.
I bought this battery a year ago.
Look how wide it is.
Oh, that's legit a balloon.
Yeah. And you it gets scuffed. It's got its little damage, but like that's a year-old battery.
None of my batteries are more than 6 months. Steven still have the fucking heat shrink on them.
Right?
Yeah. They're fucking electrical tape.
Mine are all taped up and
straight up. Dude.
Yeah, I wrap all my batteries in heat shrink as soon as I get them.
It's cheap,
and it exactly.
And you can make it pretty.
And you can fucking do.
Good idea.
And you can change it.
And it's like non-slip.
Totally, dude. Like
it worked perfect with the HotdogFPV battery strap.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Indeed.
Now, when you put them on. When you put them on, do you have to like stretch it over, or do you put it on and like roll it on?
Ready?
Yeah.
Got to lube it up first.
You got to gape it up a little bit.
So Bradley came back. Bradley's back here in the chat, and he said, "Went back to see what was said about the hippie climbing a tree to claim his Wi-Fi."
Nobody thought you were gonna make it,
dude. No, it's like this first time I'm meeting this guy, and he busts out this Wi-Fi, and he fucking straight sends it into the top of this tree. And he didn't even think about it. He just kind of looks down, and
he's like, "What else? Let's do this."
Dude, he's wearing like sandals, climbing a tree in sandals.
I've done that.
Me too.
Yeah, I have too.
I did that in St. Louis. I I met with Justin Loy and a couple guys out there. And like as soon as we rolled up, he's like, I'm stuck in the tree up there. And I was like, all right. So I climbed the tree and like try to break this branch down. And
I've never been stuck in a tree.
Dumbass.
Yeah,
You're
right.
fucked now.
There you go. Yep, it's gonna happen tomorrow.
The most fucked. I remember like one day me and Virgin were out ripping and like Spoonie shows up and I had been ripping this tree, so I kind of like knew how high and I knew where to gauge it. And Spencer, like first peck, he's like fucking ripping around. I'm like, I bet you won't kiss the top of that tree. So straight up, he tries and he gets stuck at the top of this fucking 60-foot fucking tree.
Tallest tree in the park, and he's not getting 60 fucking feet.
So we got it down like right before the sun went down, or right as it was getting dark. I remember I called my like tree climbing homie, and I was like, "Hey man, like this thing is really up there. Can you come out with your gear?" And like right as he's like coming up, we fucking get it out with my my slingshot thing, right?
Yeah, totally. John was up in the tree shooting out that thing for fucking hour and a half.
It fucking got her though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
did you have to direct hit it, or was it like over the branch to take it out?
Oh yeah, just branch fished up the paracord, and
we ended up catching a prop to get it, but
So with that thing, you got to like shoot the weight over the branch, and then pull the paracord up and over, and then you can fucking shake it and stuff,
Yeah.
I carried.
That's right. Yeah, we did a bunch of did a little trimming.
Did you see the DVR memory that I shared? I was chasing Stephanie around the yard, and she got stuck in the tree, and I was just like, "Bow!" Just ran her out.
Yep, I remember that.
That was awesome. That was a hilarious, dude. I was amazed that I was able to catch it. The like 3 different times that I hit it, went in the tree for it, to bash it out of there. Oh.
Did you guys watch the video of Crispy Dave trying to get Senecas's video quad off the roof in Denver?
That is the coolest shit ever. Have you guys seen it?
He did get it.
Was that the one from Denver?
Yeah, David, I think you were on the stream when we watched it. I think
on the Misfit show.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He put his camera fucking facing down. And
he just like, what he was doing? Okay.
Yeah, dude. He put his FPV camera facing down with like a bungee strap, and he just kept like trying to like. He was using a mini quad, not a Phantom or something or a Maverick.
Right, trying to scoop it up like.
But he fucking got it and fucking brought it down.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm definitely have to check that shit out.
You can't do that with all the fall frames, but he was running a remix, so it was like negative 60 degrees or something.
He makes like you could attach it somehow. Like I would.
Have you guys ever gone flying liftoff and gone reverse camera angle?
No.
Dude, that's kind of fun just to mess around. But as soon as I heard it was negative 65, I remember when I was messing around on liftoff, and I remember flying like negative 75, negative 50, and it's just ridiculous. Like you can't fly like that. But he was able to fucking get this quad up on the roof, and I don't know how he did it, dude.
Because he probably went like 1,000 feet in the air and then just slowly hovered to the roof.
They have the DVR on there, but it's wild, dude.
You can see it the whole time, and like it's speed ramp, so you can see him like 1,000 fucking tries go in, and you could see like he was trying to whip the bungee cord out into the camera and drop it onto, and he kept doing it, and finally drug it out and off the roof they went. It was nuts.
Yeah, when I got those 2 quads with that Mavic, I had to literally navigate the Mavic in a circle to wrap the strap around the quad and then lift it up.
Yeah, that's what I would do, like you just kind of hover and just go around it and get caught up and pull it off.
Yeah.
I would never imagine using another mini quad to do it, honestly. I wouldn't even think about that. Maybe like
a 7-inch or something.
Maybe hitting it off of a tree or a gas, like I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you got to like pick it up, I wouldn't even think of using a mini quad.
I mean, they're super powerful. I mean, why wouldn't it work?
Because eventually you can't see what you're doing.
Totally.
Yeah,
you need you at that point you would need like to have another fucking VTX going, and have the camera pointed down and have like 3D goggles to where you can like see fucking one screen in each eye, or I don't know. That's how I would think you would need to do it.
The closest thing I've come to that is I crashed one of my my Pixel into a tree above our RV when we were in Washington, and what I did was I grabbed I had a RoboCat 270 at the time, and I had a big piece of carbon tubing, and I taped that thing to stick straight out of the front of the quad.
Yeah.
And then put on a camera angle like perfectly straight out. So all I saw was this like giant rod sticking out. And I went up into the tree and was just like poking at the pixel and got it out.
That's what she said.
I knew that was coming.
Just poking at it.
Up in a tree.
All the green bushery.
I had to avoid that bush, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking of bushes, there was a lot of bushes on that long range I did with Kelly. If you guys didn't see that video.
Yes. I landed in one at one point, the fail safe.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he had to climb a little bit of a mountain.
Yeah. Interesting enough. It was a big mountain. But it wasn't very big, actually.
It was big by Midwest standards.
Yeah, in comparison to every other mountain that was around, it was like a baby mountain.
I was lucky that I fail safe on that one.
Thank God you fail safe on that one.
Yeah.
What did you end up doing to? Did you like change your antenna orientation or something?
I think that at that point I was getting that the error that you get on the Crossfire when it's telling you that the output's too high.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
When you're standing too close.
When I flipped it around and I looked at it, because you asked me what my output was then, and I think I was on like 500 or even 1 watt. And that's what surprised me, but it had been sitting for a little while. So, and I know that when you leave the Crossfire sit, if you feel the top of the antenna, like where it connects, it's hot, like at the connector. So if you're running on a higher output, it's a lot like a VTX. I mean, it's still outputting power. So,
Dude, Virjan, haven't you left yours on for quite a while?
Yeah, I had a fucking 2000 milliamp 2S plugged in it until it was dead with no antenna on it. I think I was. It still works. I think I was on 100 milliwatt, but it was probably like 10, 12 hours with no antenna on it in my bag.
Oh my gosh!
In my bag.
What size battery do you use for the?
I use a 2200 2S. Because it's nice and light, and then I mean, I would have done a 3S, but
I went with I had a 950 milliamp 3S.
Yeah, I mean, the 2S is a 14 watt hour, and honestly, like even on 1 watt, that'll run the Crossfire for like 8 hours.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
When are you ever flying for more than 8 hours?
Yeah, and that's nonstop. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Virjan had the battery life, he probably would.
Or I'd leave it in my bag for fucking 2 days on. Yeah.
Dude, maybe we could do that as like a world record. Like, get it to where you can just go back and forth between different quads and never stay out of the goggles for like fucking 8 hours or some crazy shit.
My head hurts already.
Oh, yeah.
World's longest FPV.
Yeah, like
that sounds about as bad as that 40 nugget challenge the FPV show just did.
The 40 nugget challenge.
40 nuggets is not as bad as 20 hot dogs.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you there.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Like I could never do either, but I would rather try to do the
I don't even think I could be straight goggled up for an hour.
Kelly,
that's what I'm saying.
Kelly did a flight with his Nano Goblin that was like an hour.
Yeah, I've done it, but
I took my goggles off and would just like know that I was just like circling.
Cruising.
Yeah, you could flip this loiter switch, right?
It's bad. It was all manual control, but I knew like I'd get myself into a spin and it would just slowly descend.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be like the craziest fucking video? Like to see how long you could sit there with the goggles on.
There would only be one person that would watch that. It's in its entirety, and that would be you.
No, he's onto something. That would be a cool shot if it was time lapse properly, just to see you standing in one place and going from daylight to night.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Yeah.
No,
No,
night to daylight.
Yeah, for that
to night.
15-second clip, that would be absolutely worth it.
To be in the goggles.
It would be like torture under the goggles after
I'll
that.
move for an hour at night, sometimes a little longer, even with taking breaks to put a new battery in or whatever. And like when I'm done, I can feel it. But if I don't like get some decent rest, I'll wake up and I will feel it like behind my eyeballs. The straight
yeah.
For sure.
So
No, if you time it right though, like half hour before like sunset, and you know you can get an hour out of the damn thing, that would be sick if you just sat there and circled yourself on a time lapse.
yeah, you'd start to get dizzy too, probably.
Oh
yeah.
my god. Dude, I would go in straight lines because
If you did it with like a fixed wing with LEDs on it for that
Yeah.
time lapse, because then it would like it would actually like paint the sky a little bit, you know, and you'd see it going around.
That would be cool.
Oh yeah, if you did a camera on the ground pointed up with like a long exposure time on it, that would be sick.
It would look something like a Mavic flying overhead with an LED wing flying around at sunset.
You don't even need to do long exposure to
like
you can
Copper
use,
Top did.
You can use
Yeah.
video.
I know what you were getting
at. And you can use video and drop an echo effect over it, and it will do the same thing in Premiere. FYI.
Oh, cool.
That's right. I wanted to fuck around with that echo effect for an edit.
But you got to do it. It only works when it's super dark and you have like, just a little bit of light. When it's a lot of light, it gets crazy.
Yeah, no. That's for light painting style. I have another idea for that echo effect.
What does the echo effect do?
It just like captures the frame and lets it hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, but the video still plays, so it captures a frame, and then that frame disappears, and it captures another frame.
It's like you're tripping balls.
Yeah.
You're seeing light trails.
Trippy shit. I like the trippy shit.
It's like you're at a rave.
Yeah, did you guys see my my Christmas tree light painting picture I did?
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I was fucking around. I made this.
How did you do that? I wanted to ask you about that.
So me and Spoonie the other day we were talking about JRLE and his videos and stuff, and in some of his videos you can see he uses like this LED wand. Like you can't really tell it's a wand, but you can see the reflection in his glasses and his face, and it just is it's a badass like camera tool. It's just like helps light up the area. And I was like, fuck, I want one of those. So I was pricing them, and they're like $180 or something. I'm like, fuck that. I could build that for way cheap. So I went to Walmart and I got the LED tape that you put on the back of your TV and a little USB stick and just taped it to a piece of fucking PVC, and it does the same shit. And it's got a little remote. I could change the colors or have it cycle the colors. And I just set my DSLR up in my front porch, and I think it was a 15-second long exposure.
I have to back up for a second.
But how did you get
wait, is putting LEDs on the back of your TV a fucking thing now?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Like if you have it on the wall and then you like
mood lighting.
the light, so
oh
like
my god. Okay, sorry.
That way you don't have to have the light on in the room.
Wait,
it's like decor, bro. Like
they actually make kits that'll mimic the ambient light in the background of the TV itself. So it actually will project like the colors of the background onto the wall.
That's kind of cool.
I'm cool with that. Sounds cool.
But then you got the cheap ghetto ones that Walmart sells. Like
no, but it was LEDs. It was $5. So
that's awesome.
And it's badass. Here, let me grab it real quick.
Is it 12 volt or is it AC?
No, it runs on Just a USB battery pack.
Oh, like those little USB power bank things that you plug
Doesn't,
in
wait,
with like a
doesn't
barrel
your
plug.
TV have a 5-volt output? I bet your TV has a USB.
It does.
Yeah,
So it's
most
5-volt
TVs
DC
have a
then.
USB.
Yeah.
On this guy, this remote.
LEDs actually need a lot of power, so I would be willing to bet that a USB.
This fucker runs
not power
for.
that.
This fucker runs for 4 hours, and it didn't even die. I was like trying to run it dead.
What were you using for power? I'm sorry, I missed it.
It's just a little battery pack or USB battery pack from Walmart.
Okay. So how did you do the whole tree effect then?
Oh, I just like
You moved it.
yeah, you just move it.
But were you in the picture? I didn't even see you. I just saw a fucking tree.
Exactly. Well,
See
the
light
thing with the light, the light kind of makes me blind.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wondered. I'm not real good with cameras, so I was just curious.
I've been trying to like get more into fucking around with pictures a lot more.
Yeah, I had a guy from like New York that does a bunch of shit. He was like yelling at me for my GoPro settings and no, do this, dude. That's fucking dumb. Don't do it that way. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So like,
I don't know.
I have
like,
some
dude, I just fly
tips now.
quads, bro.
Yeah, I was like, sweet, I'll do it that way. Sounds cool.
Did it work out?
It helps.
Yeah, it works good.
It helps understanding GoPro settings and just.
Yeah,
when I first bought my camera, I had no idea what the fuck ISO and aperture and fucking shutter speed were, but now I can fucking shoot on manual all day long and be fine.
Yep, me too.
Which I could never do before. I thought it was crazy. I'm like, what the fuck do they even have all that shit for? But now I fucking get it.
But that's kind of like learning how to tune your quad, It's you mess around with it and you get a feel for it, and then you start learning how to make changes, right? And what's our friend Peter say? You should be able to look at any photograph and be able to tell what the problem is or what should have been done differently, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's it too, even just taking a photograph and looking at it after and saying, what could I have done to try to have done this a little bit better? You just gotta play with shit.
Dude, I just shoot a shitload of pictures, and every time I'll shoot one, I'll change the setting, and I'll be like, that needs more that needs less ISO. I see too much, grainy, and there's too much noise, or.
Yeah, what I don't like though is the LCDs on cameras is not an accurate representation as to what the photograph is actually going to look like. So
You're right.
That's
So
a whole other factor.
If you use the sensor tools that are on the screen itself and trust those, your picture will come out better than what the screen presents.
Yes.
So in other words,
when I shoot pictures, I'll just set my ISO and shit and shoot it through the viewfinder. And I'll make sure that it's in focus and stuff, but then I could tell, just what I need to try and add more or less of, and you can just kind of tell.
I was trying to keep my ISO as low as possible.
Yeah, that's just a general rule. Lower ISO, you won't get noisy footage or pictures.
Yeah.
No, but like
your ISO
what about with the GoPro?
You have to have a bigger aperture.
Same.
I don't mess with any of that shit. Even with the GoPro, I leave everything on auto.
If you do need to shoot in low light and you are okay with sacrificing noise, crank your fucking ISO. Like if you want to go out, ripping some Christmas lights or something, fuck around, start low and go high, because all it's going to do
I don't think you can manually adjust ISO and the GoPro. I think you can just set a range for it to operate.
The limit.
Actually,
you
can set lower and high limits. So you can set it to, 3200 or 6400. Doesn't mean it's going to shoot at that. It just means it'll use that if the sensor thinks it needs it.
Wait. You set a minimum and a maximum. So you set the minimum at 400 and the maximum at 400, and it stays at 400.
Well, if you do it that way.
Well, that's what
but you can't do that. You can't do that on the session. You can only do that on the Hero.
Hey, ask Old Gravy Leg. He hit me up one day about GoPro settings, and that's exactly what I told him.
Yeah.
And ask him. He'll tell you. It's all about, like, manual settings get you the best footage because you don't have.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's not trying to do the work when it doesn't need to,
Well, I've been getting into the flat colors lately and using LUTs to color correct, and I think if you're not good at camera settings, I would probably shoot more in that direction to begin with, because you can typically get LUTs that are pre-configured that'll actually do a pretty good job, and you can just like drag them and drop them to whatever you're working with, you know?
Yeah, it's more of like the super fine detail. Most people won't even fucking realize what we're talking about. But the few that do, you know, that's the ones who are looking for the graininess in footage, you know? Like, we're super analytical as far as that goes, you know? Whenever we watch a video, that's like, we're like, okay, what's wrong with this, you know? Like, that's just how we watch fucking videos. It's humans.
Well, but ultimately, that's weird, because that's like our long-term goal is to produce excellent video content.
But that's how you find excellent shit, is by spotting out the errors.
Okay, well, so let's just back up a little bit. I mean, how did everybody start getting involved with this? Probably film it on your cell phone, right? And then one day you said, you know what? I can probably do a little bit better than this. And then you got like your first camera you could start playing with settings with. And then it's like, I could even do better than that. And then you upgrade the camera again. This is all part of the journey. Eventually, these are things you'll learn and you'll pick up on. And they'll serve you later in life.
Yep. Totally.
I totally.
So Bradley was asking about the Hero 7. I fucking love it, and a lot of people have been complaining about the durability. Joe, you've had bad luck with the durability.
Yeah,
right?
I went and exchanged another one today.
Dude, I've smashed the fuck out of mine, and it is rocking away.
They're hit and miss, and I have a theory. The next one that dies on me, I'm gonna disassemble.
No, mine didn't have a scratch on it. It looked brand new still. I had a couple crashes, but nothing major. And today I went to go fly, and the thing wouldn't even turn on.
Has anyone dissected a Hero 5 or 6 or 7 before?
Did you try pulling the battery out and putting it back in just for?
I tried 3 different batteries.
No, I'm just asking because I've actually had mine not turn on, and I think it was because the battery didn't set right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried 3 different batteries in it and still didn't make a difference.
No, and it's not just Joe.
Like,
I
know
know
that.
that.
Asking, though, has anyone
dissected Joe?
Has anyone dissected one of those?
I have not.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, because of the battery itself, the little adapter that plugs in, that the battery plugs into, has 4 wires that plugs onto a board. And
and that's kind of
that connector is dislodging inside.
That makes sense.
I think because that's the issue I've had is when I go to turn it on and it doesn't, I'll throw another battery in a little bit violently and then it works.
There you go. You gotta bitch slap your GoPro around a little bit.
Well, I was in the middle of the desert, man. I only have one, so I had to make it work.
Right. Yeah,
I've done that and I haven't had that luck.
My Session 5s, like when they die, they slowly die. I feel like they'll work, and then like there'll be like one time where you'll be like, "Fuck, it didn't record that," or it'll say like repairing file, and then it'll record like 10 other packs, and then it'll just do it again, and then we'll just start doing more frequently. And it sucks when that happens. So if that is happening, look into getting a new GoPro. You don't want to lose.
Yeah, the only time I've killed one is when they just won't turn off and they get real fucking hot.
Yeah,
I always lose mine
and
with
they just start beeping.
Yeah,
mine are always like how Joe's are, where like it turns off and everything was fine, but it never turns back on again.
Yeah, it's the weirdest shit.
I had the problem where my sessions would stay on and they wouldn't turn off. But once you got them turn off and you charged them, they'd be fine for another 20 packs.
Yeah.
Even if you like reset them, like you hold down like the select and the
factory.
I've held those buttons for so fucking long. Trying to like, come on, I know you're still alive. Oh yeah.
I'm still stuck on I still have the Session 4. I had a 5, broke it within like a month, and then I was like, I need a new microphone, I need a new webcam, so I got all that from Best Buy.
I've still got a 4.
I got a 5, but I really thought that I was gonna be like, fuck the Heroes, like I only want to fly with the Session. I put the Session on and I'm like, man, this thing is fucking heavy. But then you look at the footage and you're like, okay, I don't even care.
Yeah,
this is so fucking worth it.
Yeah.
No, you can definitely feel the difference. So.
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable weight, and I've even had to tweak my PIDs a little bit.
Oh, of course, you have to do this.
The Session is heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
really
pitch P gain had to go way the fuck up.
But it's
on mine.
once you like just learn how to use it, it's fucking. It feels just as good as a session once you like figure out how to fly with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hated it at first. I thought, holy shit, this thing is so goddamn heavy. My quads feel like ass.
Dude, the first time I took it out on a long range, I just took off my hood on my truck and I just sank. I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Because I was just used to just that throttle position, where I needed to be, and I just knew where I needed to be to just start cruising, and I was like, this is fucking weird.
I immediately swore that I needed 5S just to make up for the weight difference.
I don't even fly my Forest packs anymore, dude. Straight up.
Send them to me.
They just sit and hang out.
Somebody on this team will use them.
I'll probably send you home with some, Dave.
Yeah, yeah, same here, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Sure. My fours haven't been touched in a while.
Awesome, dude. I just asked for more Forest batteries for Christmas.
And dude, you got your one that you left here that you need to take with you.
I gotta go home and do repairs, man. I got
you broke a ton of shit.
I broke 2 Chameleon TIs in one day. The frames, dude, the carbon.
Dang. See, dude, you should have had a BQE.
Yeah, why don't you buy some shit with replaceable arms, homie?
Fuck that,
dude. He would have been flying. He would have been flying again. So
I have a working quad still with me. It was snowing and raining today.
Yeah, right.
Dude, it was super rainy here, so that means there's gonna be snow all up in them hills.
Good, because I need the water next week.
Dude, it was super fucking foggy all day today. You couldn't even see the mountains around here. So
I think that is the exact same way it was here. I can't wait to get more freaking snow footage.
I haven't even been flying. I flew my 3-inch the other day, but I haven't been flying my big quads because I've just been fixing everything, put caps on everything, and I want to take all my shit out and get some badass snow footage.
Yeah,
dude, I don't put caps on nothing.
Do it, bro.
It doesn't help. It doesn't work.
It saves your equipment.
It helps with other shit, dude. It helps with other shit. It helps with fucking oscillations and weird problems, and just do it.
Helps with
It helps with a lot of shit, dude.
I need to get some caps in
because I've got a yacht regulator and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
If you got weird twitches, fucking throw a cap on your ESCs.
Yeah, they're cheap and put them on
everything. It takes
everything.
fucking 5 minutes, and it could possibly completely change your characteristics of how your quad flies.
Well, a lot of the higher voltage systems need capacitors on them.
Yeah.
A lot of ESCs are even coming with spots to solder the capacitors.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it can't hurt at all. It can only help things.
Yeah.
No, you're right, but it's like there's no room in my bills because I build them so smashed.
Oh yeah, I don't. No,
you can find room.
I'm saying that, but I don't put them on unless I feel like it needs it.
Don't you? Do you run individual ESCs, Dave? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, man, you got plenty of room. Just throw them on top of the ESCs.
No, so a prop strike explodes them?
No, you won't have a prop strike on there. You run you're fine, dude.
Do you not remember how I fly?
I'll show.
As the prop does this and then swings around and fucking.
I'm just saying. I'm the same way. I don't run them on my ESCs. I always find a spot. There's always a fucking spot. Even in the tightest builds, I'm like, oh, right there. You just spin the prop and you see where it's gonna hit, even if it does go down, and you don't put it in that area.
You'll be all right, dude. Just put them on there.
But like Virgin's saying, the long range stuff where you're never fucking smashing your props, that's perfect place. But like on a tree basher or some shit, you definitely don't want them right there.
Well, yeah, that's just it. All my shit is tree bashers.
I know.
Yeah. I've only tried caps when I have lines.
And that's why we're friends, David. Is because we're tree bashers. I love the tree bashing, dude.
Yeah.
The reverse of tree hugging. Well, guys, it is 7:15.
Yeah.
And I think Kelly has an outro video from an amazing thing that happened to him on his trip. Let me present this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard about this.
All right, there it is. So what are we watching? What is this, Kelly?
So this is the horse that old girl was riding that was breathing on my hands while I was flying.
You had horrors on your hands?
Yeah, I sure did.
Oh, nice.
It's so funny. But yeah, so I'm assuming you're seeing the video and not me, right?
I see you.
Oh, you're seeing me. Okay.
You're not screen sharing.
Screen share again.
All right, here we go. Let me back it up and pause it here. Screen share. All
There
right,
we go.
All right, we can see you.
No,
Now it's back
gone.
to you.
There
You
we
gotta
go.
stay on the.
Last time.
There it goes.
Yeah, stay there. Yeah, stay there.
Boom.
Nice.
She totally
Get
let
that-
you fly behind her?
Get that there, son of a bitch.
Yeehaw!
Badass.
That's pretty badass.
Oh,
Badass.
nice.
Dude, that's sick.
Should be coming.
Dude, what'd you shoot that in?
What were your settings, Kelly?
Manual, all manual,
How many frames per second?
60.
You should slow
Dude,
that down.
I just love 60. It's just a good setting to like just leave it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
always
smooth
do-
video.
And
Smooth
it's
video.
got the crispy video. If you do want to slow it a little bit, you can.
I'm not a fan of that 30 frames a second motion where people like.
I hate
it.
30. I hate 30. I will not run 30. I tried and I did not like it.
I used
makes
to
it a
with
little
my Section
jumpy.
5.
If you fly fast, you can see it. If you don't fly fast, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like people like, oh, I love that. I'm like, no, I hate that.
All right.
was
On the
awesome,
on
Kelly.
the fact that Copper Top hates that, we will call that an evening. And I want to thank Virjon for
Bye,
being
y'all.
here.
Yeah.
He's
Thanks
over here.
again.
John.
And we will see everyone. I'd like to thank everybody that's been in the chat and hanging out with us. We will see you again next Thursday, same time, same channel. Peace.
Peace.